art to all of this. Sometimes it's fun to bring it up and just blast it all through. Other times it's good to make the point nice, slow, and methodically. This way, they see it built in such a manner, it makes it real difficult to deny that it's happening. By the way, right there's the direction that I'm creating the wind from. As you can see, it's coming through and hitting this. So it's coming in from this way. Let's just make sure I don't have any fans. No fans. Just wanted to be for sure that there were no industrial fans over there. Now I'm going to make for sure that we're not playing with CGI here. No CGI. See it? I'm holding it in my hand. Not an ounce of wind from before other than me walking towards the camera and a little bit going there. Interesting, huh? Last but not least, take a look at that. A bunch of dirt clumped to it. Here's the last one. It's pretty real to me. Let's see what happens. Touch this with that. Boom. Yep, it's real. Again, isn't it funny how there's not like even a drop of wind? All that wind that was coming through here before, that was being triggered, now it's like zero. Some might consider that to be miraculous, I don't know. I just consider it to be part of what I have taught in over 339 videos now. This will be probably the 340th, which is all about your connection into the universe, how you can maximize your potential for ambient energy, okay, and then how you can go on to be an energy engineer. That's my point to all this, and you know, hopefully people are, and I've seen it more and more, people are starting to really embrace their spiritual selves, their souls, okay? I'm starting to watch more and more people come to the love side. I don't even call it, there is no light side or dark side to me because that all implies light. I'm all 100% about love. Light to me is nothing more than a system or a translator of information. Otherwise, it's an illusion and doesn't exist at all. But unity, one, does exist, and we are love, and if we are all just one thing, then it only makes sense to love every single thing as if you were to love yourself. Okay? specializes Tai Chi oriented things. So right now I'm getting in tune with myself and the atmosphere. As you can see, this energy system can be upped, okay, or downed at any given point. So this isn't about showing off my ability to move energy. This is about showing you techniques of how to get energy moving. It's funny, just thought sometimes really can do the trick. By just thinking about pulling these out, increase this area, okay? The reason is you got nunchucks specialize in circular motion, okay? Let's get like right about here. They specialize in circular motion. So if you take a look, these things are constantly being whipped around and around, either in spiral or circular format. I cannot stress to you how important circular motion is when it comes to doing energy work, okay? Spirals as well. Now, martial arts and energy work has gone hand to hand, or gone hand in hand for centuries upon centuries upon centuries. Part of a true martial artist, what they do is they literally are using chi energy, bringing in energy into them, ejecting, pushing, creating flows, creating currents, okay? Now, my suggestion when it comes to doing anything is, at least at the moment, skip any hard arts. Stick primarily with just soft, balanced, easy movements that are meant to get your blood flowing. Small movements that are circular based, okay? The more circular you get, see this? The more of this that I do, the more I can pretty much guarantee that I'm going to generate at least a little bit of energy in the atmosphere. Stretching. Now, I'm going to let you be witness to see that as I stretch here, okay, I'm going to get the blood flowing through my body, pumping through my veins, okay? You're going to see that this is going to push, and it's going to change directions, okay, depending on what it is that I'm exercising. See this? Okay, one of the reasons why that kicked in really quick is because my back. I have to stretch out my back quite a bit because there's a lot of tension in there due to injuries and stresses that I put on my back some time ago when I was a kid and I was doing martial arts and fighting. Okay, so now, stretching right here. See if I can stay on my feet. Okay, so the point is, get that stretch right there. and still maintain balance where you can reach forward. All right. Hopefully you can still see me. I think you can. Okay. That was a direct result of this stretch. I felt the blood pulse. I felt it shoot right down through here, and as soon as it happened, this thing just whipped right on backwards. Okay? So these are very strong effects right now that just from stretching, that my energetic system is pulsing through the environment. I'm going to go ahead and take my wallet off. As you can see, this isn't a massive system. It was actually far more windy before when I first got here and started working on and operating on this, so I would have the system of choice in order to show you guys what you need to see. So right before I got here, there wasn't any energy at all. There was no wind going whatsoever. Okay? So this should let you know that all these little things that I'm showing you definitely are modes of operation that will kick things in for you if you so will it. See that? See how quickly everything can drop. This is doing something different than that. That is doing something different than both of them. Granted, it is a different tool. Okay? So now I'm going to do some push-ups. Okay, 30 push-ups, boom, juice in the environment. Okay? Just enough to get this thing up and moving at will. Drink whatever I want into there. You can visibly see that they're speeding up. Okay? Keep in mind, this was all from physical exercises here, okay? My channel thing is in the way there. See this? And right there underneath it, so take a look when I walk through the forefront again. Breathing exercises. And everything ceases, so does it. So I just showed you breathing exercises, I showed you stretching exercises, humming. This is something I've been doing for, I guess, the past couple video series, but it's good to know. going to start rocking back and forth methodically as I'm humming. This allows me to set a rhythm for myself. And if the universe chooses to go with that rhythm, then I will get a response from the area. So. So it's important for you to see how these behaviors have changed according to movements, sound, breathing, stretching, various forms of exercise. Everything that you do has an effect in terms of energy. I give a little bit of awareness to this. Look what's happening. Awareness should let you know a whole lot right there too. Just giving my awareness to it is animating everything. Okay, so I'm not having to apply a whole lot of energy or use a whole lot of different techniques. I can apply just one and get the results that I want. See? I look back at this again, kicks it right back up. So, you know, it's pretty quick. And it's a matter of literally having a connection, a love connection with nature. You can't come in and force something and expect it to want to operate. You can't come in and simply want to control and force everything and think that the universe is going to agree with what you're doing. You can't just snap your fingers and get what you want. You do have to work for this, okay? And I have said many times before, some days will be easier than others. You're going to have days that are completely so charged because of solar flares or CMEs that everything that you do is easy. Then there's going to be these days, like right here, because that's what this is right here. This is actually a dead environment. Take a look. Look at that. Take a look. It's starting to activate just a little bit now that I'm thinking about it, but this is a relatively dead environment, okay? There's going to be these days where you come out and you're going to sit there and point at it, you're going to push at it, you're going to sit there and do everything you can, and it's going to sit there and try to fight you. Okay? And so, this is, again, like I've said a million times before, what separates a person who knows how to build their environment, okay, and then those who are at the mercy of the environment that they're given. Now, this is the reason why I teach people to maximize their effects first before they learn how to engineer. Maximizing your effects is going through the very list that I just went through. There's well above and beyond stuff that you can do other than what I just showed you, but stretching, again, breathing exercises, humming exercises, exercise, like actually exercising, okay? Those are ways to get your body pumping. That's a way to get your blood flowing. And blood flow equates to energy flow. Like, look at this. These are the types of days that I train people for, right? These are the type of days where when my students come out and either I haven't created an environment or there is no solar flare energy to be had, they will spend a lot of time just trying to get a little bit of motion, okay? Just trying to get a little bit. Now if you take a look here, intention is being built. Just a little bit of interaction, just a little bit of thought, lo and behold, we've got movement. Okay? But make no mistake, on the days where you don't have a lot of ambient energy and when there isn't a lot of wind supporting your every movement, you're going to have to learn how to build your own environment for those days, or you just don't practice. And I've seen people who've tried to teach before on those sort of days who didn't know how to build their own environment, and that really sucked for them because they weren't able to make things, they weren't able to animate anything, okay? They were so used to playing on days where it was charged out that all they had to do was walk up and play, that they got so used to that that when it came down to this, uh-oh, my movements are barely working. Uh-oh. Is it real at all? Was I ever able to actually do that? Was that just a figment of my imagination? Okay? So, this is the reason why it really does pay to work with the meditation, to literally go outside and make friends with the trees, make friends with the atmosphere. Because let me tell you something, the atmosphere, the trees, everything that's out here, it supplies energy. The sun, be friends with the sun, yeah, it can really happen, okay? The moon, the ground, the grass, everything that you think of, you should be able to reach in and grab from your surroundings and pull whatever energy that you need to do whatever it is that you need to do for that moment, okay? So again, circular motion, that's what nunchucks are for, because they teach circular motion really well. You see what circular motion is doing right now to this environment. So circular motion, that's one key right there. You don't have to have nunchucks to do circular motion. Circular motion can be achieved like this, can be achieved like this, can be achieved by doing the Tai Chi movements, the slow, methodical, sweeping, circular movements, okay? Again, breathing, humming, harmonizing, making friends with your environment. And that is how you get energy flow going. Once you've learned to maximize your fullest potential and be able to grab energy at will, okay, that's when you're ready for the newer stages, the next stages of actually engineering and learning how to build from the ground up an exact environment to your own specifications. Okay, this one is 100% to my specifications, okay? Didn't want it too heavy, didn't want it too light. Wanted it to be just reactive enough to where you could see that if I walk up to it and push energy at it, that it moves, but then when I walk away from it and have nothing to do with it, it goes back to what it was doing. As much as I love the flowy fifth dimensional environments and have them running at all times, because I actually do like to do that, sometimes it's better for the people to be able to see it when it's just in a situation where the energy moves exactly accordingly and at low levels, so that people can understand that it's being triggered. It's being triggered. See? Okay. Now, lately I've been using the streamer a lot. I do like it. Helps out a lot. These things also help out quite a bit. Matter of fact, they're actually, in terms of tools, they're still better for, in my opinion, for the practitioner because they're harder to move. But what they're really there for is to make sure that you see, and it's articulated, that there's energy being triggered and moved through here at will. So when I choose a trigger, it's on. And when I turn it off, it goes off. So, I'm glad this particular lesson, I was able to get out what I got out. Hopefully you enjoyed it. I want to make sure that everything is always obvious. Even when I'm dealing with mass amounts of energy that are spilling through and coming in, I like to make sure that people can still understand which moves are what, and that regardless of the mass amount of energy that may appear to be going through, that it is all actually under perfect guidance. Don't forget that when I do the buzzing, okay, there's one thing, there's humming, there's or using oscillation, but there's also the buzz, the bzz. When I do that, I'm literally speeding up the electrons around the atom. So I'm literally taking the electrons going. If I slow it down, up. Okay, so that's what I'm doing when I'm using those buzzing noises. That allows me quick access to immediately up the jolt of the environment. Anyhow, this was a good first decent lesson here. I've got other stuff that I have to do. And at some point I need to come out here and clean up all this litter. People just leave. But anyway, eternal love. Michael Grubb from AEMI.